Hi, it's Audra. It's Wednesday. It's weigh-in day. And he is being clingy again. I guess it's a Wednesday thing. Huh. Okay, so it is Wednesday, weigh-in Wednesday for me. And so I thought I'd do another check-in. Sorry, I'm kind of a mess. I've been baking. Hey. And then I realized, oh, it's 2:30 and I should probably do a video before it gets too late. So this week I was down 2.4 pounds. I'm at 227.2. Yeah, 227.2, and that brings my total weight loss since July 5th to 77 point something pounds. 77.2 pounds. Gosh, I'm just so good week, I guess. I had 5 blue dots this week. Typically, no, I had 6 blue dots this week. Typically I have 5, but you know, it is what it is. I binged pretty hard on Wednesday without even trying. What ended up happening was Tuesday was my mom's birthday. So we went to Olive Garden, which I talked about last week. You know, where I had my 2 bowls of soup that was delicious. And he keeps wandering around the whole ottoman here that I have. Trying to see if he can see himself. He's like wandering. And he's falling. Okay. Hey buddy. Mama doesn't have her normal stand. So this is like really touchy. Okay. So then Wednesday I go to visit my mom because he has PT and speech on Wednesdays. Okay. Go. Run! Go get Dixie's toys and put them away. He has PT and speech on Wednesdays, and so afterwards I usually go pick something up for lunch for him, and then we go to my mom's office to visit with everyone there, and he gets to eat lunch. And am I crooked? Probably. And so when I was there, now granted I'd already picked up my lunch, which was a McDonald's. Okay. Oh, the joys. Okay, buddy. What are we gonna do? Do you want Mama to just hold it? Hi. Do you want Mama to hold it up? But then it's hard to see both. Yeah. Okay. He is just insistent that this thing not stand still. He's got to move it. Can Mama finish? Mama put your movie on and everything. I sure did. Okay. That looks very precocious. No. Okay. That's the word we're learning in speech right now, is no. It's hard because she doesn't want to tell him no all the time in the speech room because she doesn't want it to be like a bad place where he's told no all the time. So I have to do it all at home. Hey, no. Here. Okay, so we had stopped by for our usual Wednesday. Wednesday's usually kind of a higher point day for me. But we had stopped at McDonald's. I got him his chicken nuggets. And then I gotten a grilled chicken artisan sandwich. 8 points, I think it is. And so, yeah, it's 8 points. And then when I get to my mom's office, she told me that my brother had called and he and his partner were going to take us all out to dinner for her birthday to Mellow Mushroom. I got on the app and found out that Mellow Mushroom is not the most Weight Watcher friendly place. And if I had known, you know, at the beginning of the day, I probably would have just like gone and made like a chicken salad or something for like 1 point. And it would have been a lot better. But, oh, that's right, because I also had a slice of cake with the lunch. Yeah, birthday cake. That's why it was so high. I'm sitting there going, that should have made it so high. Yeah, I had a slice of birthday cake. Delicious raspberry birthday cake. Anyway, with cream cheese frosting. It was so good. Okay, so we already had lunch, and so I was like, okay, I'm looking at the points. I got a chef salad, which I think was like 4 points total. Hey! And it was huge. This thing was like in a bowl, like almost as big as my head. It was huge. And then I didn't think it was right, but it's what it said on the app. It said that the ranch dressing was like 2 points or something. So I was like, okay, I'll go with the ranch. I usually don't, because usually ranch, being a creamy dressing, is very high point dressing. But I ended up, I think, being at, what was I at? 36, 37 points that day. I don't know. Something like that. But the rest of the week I was fine. If I went over points, I went over by like 1 or 2. It wasn't anything. I was still in blue dot range. I rolled over points a couple times, and I'm going to be crooked. I rolled over points. Oh my gosh. Okay. So I guess yesterday at the end of the night, I had like 35 weeklies left. So my grandmother thought the dog needed to be wrapped up, like literally wrapped in the stomach with her blanket. So the week went fine. I mean, I wasn't, you know, I'm a little disappointed with my weight loss, and here's why. Because I have a friend who lives in Tucson, who I did not mention anything about losing weight on any of my social media. Like, I have a bunch of social media. I have Facebook. That's it. So on Facebook, I had posted sometime, I guess it was right around Christmas. I guess it was right before Christmas. I had posted that I had lost 55 pounds or whatever it was at that point. And I did it because I know a lot of my friends were thinking about New Year's resolutions and losing weight and, you know, getting healthy and all that. And since I had not mentioned anything about losing weight on... Hey, usually I use like this big box and it's much more stable. I'm using literally a Lysol container this time because I don't know where the box is. My mom probably did something with it. So I had posted that I lost 55 pounds, and I didn't say how I did it. I didn't do anything. I just said, you know, in July, I decided to, like, change my life to the life I wanted to live. And so I started losing weight and getting myself together mentally and financially and trying to get my shit together. And so I just wanted to say, if your goal is to lose weight, you can do it. If your goal is to be more organized, you can do it. You just, you know, do what you want to do, get it however you need to get it done, just, you know, do you and move on. Well, of course I had a bunch of people like, oh my gosh, you've lost so much weight, you know, how'd you do it? And so I tell them, and most of them go, oh. I actually had one person do that. My brother was like so excited I had lost like, no, I lost 50 pounds at that point. It was 60 something pounds that I had lost back when I made this post. And, you know, my brother was like, hey, tell her how much you lost to a friend of his. And I told her it was like 53 pounds or something. She was like, oh my gosh, how'd you do it? I was like, Weight Watchers. And she's like, oh. I'm like, you know, what do you think? I'm just going to tell you, all I did was drink a tablespoon of apple cider vinegar every day and it just shut off. No, you got to do some kind of work. But I had a bunch of people, you know, oh, how'd you do it? Great job, yeah, yeah, yeah. And then I had one friend who private messaged me and was like, hey, how'd you do it? You know, and I was like, well, I do Weight Watchers. She's like, oh, I haven't done that in a while. I used to do it with my mom. She was like, maybe I'll sign up again. And then like a week later, she messaged me. She's like, I signed up. And I was like, yay. So we've been back and forth on Connect and on Facebook. And so anyway, the point of all that. You gonna tell him? The point of all that was to say that she texted me on Tuesday and she said, how is it that it takes me a week to lose 4 pounds and 1 day to gain 3? And I was telling her, like, you know, weight fluctuates a lot, you know, and a little bit of salt can actually make you retain so much water in poundage. So if you had a high salty, sodium laden meal, you can actually retain, you know, 2-3 pounds of water fairly easily. And so what I decided to do was, before we went to dinner on Tuesday, I weighed myself, and I was, I know what it was, I was 227.6 or something. I was down exactly 3 pounds on Tuesday. So I was like, sweet. Well, then of course we go out to dinner and I come back and I was only down 0.6. So the next day I was like, so this is what I did. I weighed myself Tuesday night, and you know, I went out to eat, and you know, I mean, did I go over? I think I went over a few points, but not much. But it was, when you eat out, it's a lot of sodium. So I told her, I'm like, now, you know, I had a 2.4 pound gain, and she's like, oh my gosh. I'm like, and it's all sodium. So I know next week's going to be better. So that's why I'm a little disappointed, because if I was down 3 pounds on Tuesday, now I'm only down 2.4. There's still 0.6 pounds that I kind of gained, I guess, in a way. So that's a little disappointing, but I'm still going in the right direction. It happens. And that's one thing this time around I've learned to just take it all and move on, because guess what? I had a gain one week, and the next week I just went down, and I go down and down and down, and then I had that week, and then I went down and down. If you look at the big picture, like over the whole year, how much weight you've lost on Connect or the Weight Watchers app or their whatever, like you'll see, like, look at your trend. Is your trend going down overall? Yeah, you may gain every once in a while. You may have a really bad week, but overall, you're still going in a downward trend. And so that's kind of what I do. I'm fine with it. I mean, it sucks that I lost less than a pound in 2 weeks. That sucked. But now I'm down 2.4. Total weight loss, you know, 77.2 pounds since July. That's 7 months. I can't be disappointed about that, right? That means I am 22.8 pounds away from 100. 100, guys. Like, that's crazy. Crazy. I've never lost this much weight on any of my plans before. I'm trying to think what my most was. I think about 50 pounds was the most I ever lost, like with sticking with the weight loss plan for a period of time. And then I gave up, and you know, it's hard to believe. Oh my gosh, I'm more than halfway. I just realized that I am more than halfway to goal. I am more than halfway to goal. Ah, so exciting. Okay. I'm also, because my goal weight is basically 50% of my starting weight. I want 25% or 50% weight loss. And I'm at over 25% weight loss. Yep, because 76.1 pounds, I think, was 25%. Yeah. So, I'm at 77. I'm gonna keep tracking. I'm gonna keep doing it. That's another thing I've seen a bit lately on Connect, and Connect is so weird because like people are loading so fast that like you post, and it's like I've literally, somebody asked how to do something, and I literally like click out just to double check, and then come back in like 5 seconds, and then I have to scroll through like 50 posts. So it's like there's probably 100+ posts every minute getting posted on there. So what I see is probably very different. I've heard people, like, they're posting about how negative Connect has gotten, and I'm like, I'm not seeing negative posts. I don't know what time of day you're looking at it, because I'm not seeing negative posts. But I've seen a lot of people, like, you know, they start, you know, it's like, oh, it's day 1, give me some tips. Here's the tip, work the program, track it. And it doesn't matter, like my 82-point day where I ate peppermint bark and Culver's and had a 2-scoop sundae with salted caramel, and oh, I got the Heath bars because they messed up our order. I was kind of upset about that, but they gave my stepdad what I ordered, and me what my stepdad ordered as far as our chocolate candies that we wanted. He wanted Heath bars, and I think I wanted M&M's, but I wanted salted caramel, and he wanted hot fudge or something. So he got the hot fudge with my M&M's, and I got the salted caramel with his Heath bar. But anyway, and he got vanilla, and I got chocolate. Anyway, I love Culver's. Oh, but it's such a high point place. Yeah, track it. Everything. I have not put something in my mouth that was not a 0 point food. I have not tracked 0 point foods. But if it has a point in it, there's not one thing that has a point in it that has not been tracked in my app that has gone in my mouth. So that's the tip. Track it. Track it. Track. I got pound cake in the oven and I just realized I don't know how much longer I have on it. And I can't read it because there's a glare. Hey, buddy. Hey, you're gonna knock it down. You don't want to break it. You don't want to knock it down. Okay, so he's over there going. Okay, so I'm gonna let you guys go. There was something else I was gonna talk about, but then I kind of went off on a tangent and talked about something completely different. I still haven't talked about the thing I want to talk about like 2 weeks ago. Who knows when I'll ever get around to that. I think it's kind of an important thing to talk about, but and it's just slowly going. But gosh, trying to do this with an 18-month-old right here, very difficult. But he's also very clingy, and so if I try to like leave the room and try and do it, he's gonna scream, and all you're gonna hear is Wah! In the background. He's trying to let the dog in. You gonna let Bo in? Yeah, Bo wants to come inside. Okay, so I'm gonna see you guys next week, maybe sooner. Who knows? That's not a screenshot I want as my thumbnail. Alright, so say bye-bye. Say bye-bye. He doesn't care. He does not care. He's gonna let the dog in. Alright, bye. Till next week.